In this video, I show you how to create this typography text animation that you see on the screen. Let's go. So here we are in After Effects. We create a new composition. We'll be using best settings. Click OK. And now we select horizontal type tool and then type in your text. I'll select this one, and from align panel, I'll align this horizontally and vertically so it's centered. I can turn on this one, title action save. So this is the font I'm using for it. It's called Roboto. The size is 200. And now I'm gonna duplicate this by pressing Ctrl D and then move this down like that, and then I can change the text for this one. And now I select both of them and then move them manually into the center. So that's why I turned on this title action save, so I can see it better. I can align it manually. And now we want to create a mask for each of those. So we select rectangle tool, but make sure to not have anything selected, not have any layer selected here. So select the rectangle tool and then make sure that it has a fill to it and that it has no stroke. So we create a mask and make sure it covers the whole thing here, the whole text. And then Ctrl D to duplicate it, move it down, make sure it covers the whole. Looking fine, and now I'm gonna move this down. So one for worry and one for the last. And now we want to animate this, so I'll go to first second, press P, and then set a keyframe to it for position, and then I'll go to the beginning. And then, so if I turn this off for the other text, I'll move this down here, so for me to see it easily. So I'll turn this back on now. We have this, let me turn this back off actually, because I want to show you the type of animation we are gonna be getting. So this moves up. So I'll turn this on now, and then I do the same type of animation to the other text. So I'll press P here at the first second, set a keyframe to it, go to the beginning and change the Y value of it. So now I can see it here because the layer of the second text is up above. So I'll select all the keyframes, press F9 to easy ease, go to graph editor, and if your graph doesn't look like this, right click and choose this one, edit speed graph, and then we select this points that are on the right and then do an adjustment like so. So it starts fast and then ends slow and slowly. So now we want to change the track matte for the text layers to alpha matte. So if you don't see this option, then just press F4, then you'll be able to see. And now we change this to alpha matte, same for the second one, and this is the type of animation we got. Nice looking text reveal. So now we go to first second, and by pressing shift page down, we move by 10 frames. And then we set a keyframe on position for each of this, so the values stay the same. And now we go to 2 second 10 frames, and then copy this first keyframes that we had individually. So Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste, Ctrl C to copy for the other one, Ctrl V to paste, so they come and go. Looking fine. Now we want to pre-compose this, so select text and the mask, Ctrl Shift C to pre-compose, give it a name, and do the same for the other one, Ctrl Shift C, give it a name. So now I'll move this time indicator to see the text, and now I'll lock this one because we want to work with the first text now. So I'll duplicate this, Ctrl D to duplicate, and then move this up like that. And now make sure to have the layer selected, because we want to create a mask to it. And now we can select a rectangle tool and create a mask like that. Make sure it covers the text like that. And then duplicate it again, so Ctrl D to duplicate it, and then move it up like that. And now we want to animate this. I mean, we want to move this bottom points of the mask, so we press M and select mask 1, and with selection tool we select this bottom points, and then by pressing shift up arrow we can move it like that, or just by pressing up arrow or down arrow we can move it like so. I'll keep it here and then duplicate this one again, Ctrl D, move it up, and now we can do the same. So press M, select mask 1, and then select this bottom points, and then we can move this like so. I'm gonna select this three and move them down a little. So it's looking fine, or we can just edit this, press M. I want to make another text here. I want to make another room. So I change it like that, and then select the layer, move it like so. Same for the other one. I press M, select the mask, select the bottom points, and then, oops, I haven't selected the mask. Select the mask, select the bottom points. I did the same mistake again, so I make it smaller. Select the layer and move it down. So now I have room for another one. Ctrl D to duplicate, move it up. Press M, select mask 1, and then select the bottom points, make it smaller. So just like that. And then I move this down a little. Select the layer. I can move it down like so. And I'll do the same thing for the other text, and I'll probably fast forward the video. Let's have a look at the animation. So looking fine. Now we want to add a couple more edits. So I'll make sure that I select the middle layers here, middle text. So it's this one here at the end. I'll align them properly. So I'll put this onto the middle. And for this one, it's already in place. And now I'll give them both a different color so I can tell that it's them that I want. So now I align these ones properly. So I need to select the second one that's here. Second one. So I turn this on and off to see. So here it is. So I move this up here. I'm trying to align this properly. Now I select the third one, move it here, and move them, change the place of those as well. Let me make sure. So, okay. And for the other ones, they are all the same. They are aligned properly. And now we want to give each one of these different, I mean the same colors, so we can differentiate those. So we want to give the second text, we want to align the second with the second text of the other one. It will make sense now. So I select this one, second one, and then select the second one from the other text while holding Control, and then we give them a different color. So orange for this case, select the third one, select the other third one, and then give it another color, yellow, select the fourth ones, and then give them another color. And for the last ones, we select the last ones and then give them a different color. Nope, not this one, so cyan could be fine. And now we want to put 3 frames of gap to each of this except the middle ones. So I lock these ones and then I select the oranges, and then while pressing Alt and page down 3 times, we move them 3 frames forward. And now I select the yellow ones, select the first one, while holding Control select the other one, and then Alt page down 6 times. So we move it by 6 frames, select the red ones, Control select the other one, and then Alt Shift page up, page down I mean, to move by 10 frames, and then Alt page up to move 1 frame backwards. We select the last ones, so Alt Shift page down and then Alt page down twice. So now they are shifted by 3 frames. So that was the look that we were going for. So we can add a stroke to it if you want. So to do that, we can select the one of these compositions, text layers, double click on it, and then we can swap the fill by clicking on this icon, swap fill and stroke. So we click on it and we get a stroke effect like that. So when we go back to our main composition, we get this look to it. And now I'll press Ctrl Z to undo. If you want to change the text completely to another text, we can go to this composition and then I'll press U to view the keyframes. So I'll move to 2 seconds to the last keyframe and then select both of this and then press Ctrl Shift D together to split the layers. And then for this second one, we can change it to, double click on it, we can change it to different text. So now we copy this keyframes, press Ctrl C, and then here at the beginning we can paste them to the other layer. So Ctrl V to paste, and there we have this look to it. Same for the other one, we do the same. So I'll press U to view the keyframes. Here at the end, last keyframe, Ctrl Shift, select the 2 layers, and then Ctrl Shift D to split the layers, and then we can copy the keyframes, Ctrl C, and then paste them here for the other text. So double click on it, double click on the second text, and then we can rename this. And then if we switch back to our main composition, this is the look we were going for. Thanks for watching.